guys, happy Monday. This is Elizabeth Rocha here, your coach and fitness coach with Fuego Fit Nation. So yesterday was meal prep, Sunday meal prep. Mondays, a lot of people also have Mondays off, or some are working, so they take Sunday to do their meal prep, or even on a Monday. And so I wanted to take the time really quick, since I didn't share yesterday a video on all of my food and some of my favorite foods to meal prep, and to also share with you a little bit more in message if you want to know more about, my support and where you can, actually get my Costco shopping list, my nutrition plan, and all of that, so that you can also achieve results with your health and fitness journey. We have 3 days left in January. That is crazy. So I do have a new health and fitness group starting online, and so if you're interested in the support, like, you need the support because you have these goals that you want to achieve, but you still haven't started, and you don't have a plan, you don't have someone to guide you and coach you and mentor you, and you really don't have time to go anywhere but maybe do this in your home, or wherever you have that time, then I can definitely be that support and that coach for you. And so I want to share with you this video because I truly do, one, I got a lot of questions about all the pictures and everything that I posted on my personal page about all my foods. And since this here is my food and fitness and life page, this is where I wanted to share that information. So make sure you share this in case you have some friends who were asking about what is that yellow stuff and what are those brown things. So I'm going to go ahead and just really quick, because I don't want to make this video too long, I want to share my favorite foods that I like to purchase for meal prep. Okay, now I'm not going to go into any basics or anything of that. I'm just going to share with you my foods. If you have any questions, if you want to be a part of my private online support group, send me a message. Of course, I'm gonna want to know, what interests you, and what motivates you. What motivates you to take it to that next level in your own journey. So I'm gonna go ahead and get going here. I pulled out this ahi tuna, which I tried last week, and I really liked it. But for me, it's not something that I want to have more than once a week, or twice or 3 times a month. For me, it wasn't something that I want to eat all the time. And the same thing with my husband. Like, to us, this is a treat, like a really good special treat. And I did the seared ahi tuna. I got my recipe from my cooking show. And so again, this is something that I'm not going to add every single day or every other day. So when I meal prep, I cook a couple of foods and we rotate throughout the week. So again, ahi tuna is a really good fish, and a lot of people are kind of iffy about eating it. I'm going to tell you, it was really good. I roasted it, I seared it with some sesame seeds, covered it with sesame seeds. It was really good. You got to check out the video down below, or even the recipe. You can send me a message, and I'll add you to my private groups where I share everything about my meal prep and everything I do, because that's where I have that one-on-one time for my ladies who are on this journey. So what I have here, some of my favorites definitely are blueberries. You can go to any regular grocery store. I go to Costco, because at Costco, they have all of this stuff in bulk. So it is worth the $50 whatever membership that Costco asks for, because sorry about that. So you save a lot of money because you're buying in bulk. But again, when you join my groups, you don't buy a ton of food. You buy enough food that's going to last you and your family for the week. And so a lot of times what I have found, my ladies who join me, they're like, I don't want to keep throwing away food, and then I don't know what to eat during the day. I don't know how much to eat. So again, these are my favorites, and I buy them it's basic. Every week, I fill up my house, my pantry, with the basic stuff, and these are some of the things. Blueberries in the mornings. We do some Greek yogurt parfaits with some protein waffles, or eggs, or egg burrito. And I always make sure that my kids, I'll sneak in some spinach in the eggs or in the waffles, and then I'll give them a fruit, because They eat really early at 6 in the morning, and so have lunch about 11:30, 12:30, and by the time they get home, they're starving. So I want to make sure that in the morning I wake up early, my husband wakes up early, and we make them, a good meal that's gonna last them throughout the couple hours before they go to lunch, so they're not falling asleep, they're not feeling hungry, because kids get distracted because they're hungry. And so I don't want my kids, as long as I can provide and do this for them, then this here, the strawberries and the blueberries, within, like, I would say in the 3 or 4 days, they're gonna be gone. But I do another shopping trip midweek, and the good thing about like these grocery stores now is that you can order online, you can pay, you can check out online, and they'll have your groceries ready for you to just drive up to Walmart or Winco or whatever, or Albertsons, and they'll have your groceries ready for you. So again, a lot of times though, the issue is my ladies didn't know what to purchase, how much to eat, and what recipes to make. And so that, as a coach, that is where I provide that additional support. So definitely bananas, cuties, which I have there, blueberries and strawberries, they're really, really good. And of course, it's inexpensive based on, because you're buying a lot. And again, we're a family of 6, so it goes a long ways for us. Now, I love seafood. I don't know if you guys love seafood, so I do get the shrimp with the towel on. This is 2 pounds for $13. You can't beat that. It's frozen. I typically don't like to freeze my foods, but I'm okay with, the shrimp and some of the vegetables that I'm going to show you. It's just because it's safe for me. It's safer in the freezer to have my seafood, and it doesn't take a long time to thaw out. Okay, so I thaw it out. It does have the tail on. I don't mind the tail. My family does, so I have my girls just help me sometimes, and they'll take the tails off. And again, it's teaching them like some cooking tips, right? And we got to teach them those skills, because they're eventually going to go out on their own. These are life skills that they no longer have in the schools. I still remember learning how to make French toast, pancakes, eggs, oatmeal, a bunch of those things in junior high, and I loved it. And right now, like, I think they no longer have those kind of life skills in the schools. So as parents, well, it's only right, we should be doing that. Like, it's a no-brainer. But it was awesome when the schools were providing that. But again, we can't go into all the funds being cut or whatever. But so as this is where I, figure, okay, what can my daughters help me with when I'm putting all my favorite foods together? And so this is one of the things. So anyhow, shrimp. Guys, I like to share, like, why I get specific stuff, because maybe you can relate to it and you can say, you know what, that's going to work for me. Or that kind of will work for me, but maybe I'll do this. And that's what I like to share. I don't like to just say, okay, here's this, okay, bye. So shrimp, $13, guys. Something else that I get, rice, cauliflower. I love these. Okay, we're busy working moms. We don't have all the time in the world every single day to be cooking. And when it comes to meal prep, you may not have 2-3 hours to meal prep, okay? So even 30 to 90 minutes is a good time to meal prep for at least, 3, 4, 5 days, just depending on your family size. For me, it takes me about an hour to 90 minutes on a Sunday to put all these meals together, to cook stuff. And I also make breakfast, lunch, and dinner for Sunday. I don't go shopping for my stuff that day, so it doesn't overwhelm me, of course, because you don't want that. You don't want to spend an entire Sunday shopping, cooking, meal prepping. That's ridiculous. But anyhow, I won't get into all of that. So rice cauliflower works really good. These are steamable bags that you can just put in the microwave for like 4 minutes or 90 seconds, and it's ready to go. Cauliflower is a vegetable. You can, roast some garlic and then add some cilantro and some lemon juice. You can even make it like rice, okay? And so you just got to make sure you watch your sodium and all of that crazy. The salt intake is what we try to eliminate. So rice, cauliflower, butternut squash. Again, these are steamable bags, and each one of these, I believe, was like $5 or $6. But look, you guys, there's a ton. So this is squash, another vegetable. I like to add a little bit of chorizo to it and roast it, so it's kind of like potatoes, but it's not potatoes. I still eat carbs, okay? I still eat healthy carbs. I just don't do the processed carbs or the high starchy carbs. So don't get me wrong, okay? I don't diet, I don't remove, I don't juice, I don't do any of that. So again, you're gonna see some favorites and you're like, wait a minute, that's like good eating, like it's not even a diet. So this is what I do: rice, cauliflower, butternut squash. So those are the vegetables. The other vegetables that I get at Costco are some tomatoes. I don't get a lot of vegetables there. I like to get my produce super, super fresh. So I go to Winco most of the time. If I'm at Walmart and I see something that I need, I'll grab it. But I try not to get a ton of extra stuff because it'll just sit in my fridge and it'll go bad. So every weekend you're throwing out stuff and that's money we're throwing away. And that's money you can actually be using for your own health, for traveling, for buying kids clothes, other stuff, right? Maybe you have that one date night or family night, and that's when you spend that money. Instead of throwing it away, keep a jar and say, okay, instead of going out, I'm going to put this here. Instead of trying to buy extra stuff, I'm going to put this money in that jar, and then you can treat yourself maybe to a nice dinner or take the kids out or do something fun, right? I mean, or do some self-care. Something else that I made that was in the pictures were these meatballs, turkey meatballs. I love making these for my post-workout meal, even for dinner if I'm having whole grain pasta. The kids love this. My husband loves it. We all do. So you bake these for 18 minutes. So maybe you're running in the house and you're like, what can I make? Pasta doesn't take a long time to cook as long as you have the marinara sauce ready to go. You have your turkey meatballs. You put them in the oven while you're, changing it, getting comfortable, cleaning up, whatever. Guess what? You're going to have a nice, good meal instead of spending $30, $40 out buying junk food that's only going to make you feel worse. These are the little things that I use as a mom who's working and has a tight schedule, to be honest with you, because my kids are involved in everything. Everything they can get involved in, they're in it. So that's my life right now. That's my lifestyle. My life does revolve around my kids. But it doesn't mean that I have to keep living the way I did as far as housewives, right? So these are the little things, the foods that have become my favorites because they've just made my life so much easier. And it does take practice, okay? So turkey meatballs, these are good. They also have the beef meatballs at Costco. Really good stuff. And you can chop it up, grind it, do whatever. Maybe you make some hamburger helper with some whole grain pasta. Okay, whole grain pasta, which I do not get at Costco, but they do have it. My other protein is chicken breast. I love these because they're individually wrapped, and I kid you not, they thaw out like in 3 to 5 minutes. I just put them in some water, soak them, and I kid you not, I'll put them in a container and they thaw out so fast. I'm like, wow, that was quick. So if you need a quick dinner to make, these work really good because it doesn't take a long time to thaw out. And I'm pretty sure it's because they're wrapped. I know they have some bags of chicken breasts at like other grocery stores, but they're not individually wrapped. And so they're all frozen. I do not like the taste of frozen meat. It tastes different when you cook it. It dries out more. So I really like these. And you can get this for $16, and this is a lot of chicken. Good enough for the entire week. So again, we don't eat chicken every day. People think, oh, when you meal prep, you gotta eat chicken every day. No, it's good to know what you're gonna eat, but chicken is a healthier protein. So obviously if you're on this health and fitness journey and you're struggling with high cholesterol, with some other health issues, this is going to help you. These leaner meats will help you. So I shared with you my protein. One more protein, turkey breast. Oh, I love this stuff. And this goes a long way. So this is turkey breast. It's like chicken breast. You can make sandwiches with whole grain bread. You can make some turkey breast salads. You can even add it to pasta. I mean, you can do so much with it. I usually just do with some vegetables and a carb. And the kids also will have it like with eggs. It's perfect, guys. It's like in the morning, have an egg with some turkey breast, then slice it up. You don't always have to have eggs. Maybe sometimes you do a turkey breast sandwich for breakfast with some turkey bacon. I mean, so many great options with all of these meats, which are my favorites. And I've been doing this for 5 years. So trust me when I tell you that this will simplify your life. These favorite foods that I have here will simplify for you. So let me see what else I have here. Turkey breast, mushrooms. I was not a fan of mushrooms ever, ever, ever. But lately I've been on this kick with cheese and spinach stuffed mushrooms. And so I'll remove the stems. And these I also get at Costco. This is half of what I already used. And what I did was I made a ton of them yesterday. And these already have the cheese. You can see there. The cheese. I cooked some, some spinach with some other ingredients, and I stuffed them and I baked them last night. So these turned into those already meal prepped, ready to go. So the kids, when they come home, they can have them as a snack. It is one of my afternoon meals with a side of a fruit, and that's good to go. And I squeeze a bunch of lemon, so good. So here are the turkey meatballs, just so you see. I did make a couple, well, a lot. This is enough. I use portion control system, so it's not like I have to eat a lot of these. I'll cut them in half, and I know how many I have to have, right? I portion control. So as you can see, look it. That's a lot of food. So when you learn how to portion, you're not overeating, so you're not overspending on food. Again, this is simple, saves you time, saves you money, and you get to eat really good without sacrificing all those flavors that we all enjoy. Quinoa and sweet potatoes. These are some of my favorite foods as well. Favorite starchy carb, these two here, quinoa and sweet potato. I made a ton, and then I portioned out my meals for myself and my husband, and this is some of the leftovers. So again, I don't have this every day, so I rotate. Whole grain pasta, whole grain tortilla, quinoa, sweet potato. So again, those are some of my favorite, I would say, healthy carbs, okay? Now let me show you. At Costco, they also have a ton of pre-made salads. I used to get them. I haven't been getting them lately, but that's another one of my favorites. So here I have some quinoa, some romaine lettuce, and a serving of my turkey meatballs, and a serving of sweet potato. I heat this up, and I add some pepper and some salsa, usually tapatio and lemon, and it's good to go. I'll be having this later on, no, actually tomorrow. So this is tomorrow's meal, and this is the other meals with the turkey meatballs. One of my favorites. And again, it looks simple, but once you heat it up, it's all steaming. You add some lemon, you add some salsa, and this is way better than any fast food restaurant out there. Junk that's only going to worsen your health. There's a reason. There's a how do you say? A reason behind all this madness. So that's what I have there. Okay, so I definitely wanted to come on here live and share with you guys everything that some of my favorites. Of course, I have a lot of favorites, but to be honest with you, I do keep it simple. The last thing you want to do is overcomplicate and overthink what you can be eating throughout the week and how much and at what times, and all those decisions that you have to make can create fatigue and can create stress. And in some relationships, it's like, well, what are we eating? What are you cooking? Why didn't you cook? And what's for lunch? And you just go back and forth. And a lot of times, unhealthy persons create unhealthy relationships and unhealthy whatever, right? So when you take care of you, you take care of your health, it goes a long ways. It seeps into other areas of your life. So again, like I said, these are some of my favorites. If you want to be a part of my online support groups, I welcome you. I welcome you to come check it out. I know many of you out there are looking for someone who can help you and guide you. Feel free to look at my photos and everything, but I really do feel that the way that you'll know if I can help you is by actually taking, saying, you know what, I'm ready. It's my time. I'm ready to just do this. I've been holding this off for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, ever since you started, Elizabeth, doing this online health and coach stuff and helping ladies. It's my turn. So if it's your turn, if you feel it in your gut that this is your time, let's go. Give yourself 30 days to see if I'm the type of coach that can help you achieve your goals. I know I am, but I know other times other people say, well, I've already, I did this and they told me they were going to do this and they didn't follow through and this, do all of that has nothing to do with me, okay? And I can guarantee you that I keep my word, and I'm here to provide you that online support, that one-on-one support, and and I would love to welcome you to our Empower Her Challenge, which begins next week. So if you're ready, send me a message, or if you want to join the support groups, let me know as well. You guys have a great Monday, and thank you so much for watching. Please share this video. Let others know that I'm available to provide them support. If you've ever been a part of my challenges, or if you are part of like one of my ladies in my groups who's rocking it, please feel free to share this video and invite your family and friends. Maybe you're not, right now, you don't want this, but maybe someone else, maybe we can help save their lives, right? And one person, that makes a huge difference in this world, in this community, and in a home. Changing a person's life is, one of the greatest blessings ever. So again, thank you for all the love and support. You guys have a great Monday and a great rest of January. Bye-bye.